Let's get another blood and honey. Thank you.
Can I get another Miller?
You just got one.
Yeah, I want another one.
Do you think there was anything wrong with what he did?
No, there was something wrong with what she was doing.
What was wrong with what she was doing?
She was on top of the table, crouched over with her ass arched. I believe it was deliberate. Also, her titties are on show.
You think it was deliberate? Oh my God, look, you can see the guys there.
Yeah, it's deliberate. People are not stupid. If I'm crouched over a table with my ass all the way up, there's probably a reason for it. It's very, very like that looked very deliberate to me. You're out in a public setting, you're married. What the fuck are you doing?
Okay.
Thank you.
Can I get another Miller?
Men were staring at her bent over at the table, so he manhandled her so that she could hide her body away from being stared at.
I've seen this fucking cuck before. He drives me mad. He's so annoying. Manhandled. For fuck's sake, dude. Like, tuck your fucking clit in, man. Jesus Christ.
Personally, I think it's attractive behaviour as well.
Yeah, of course. Well, most women would. I know this feminist dude over here is white knighting, is thinking that he's maybe going to impart some knowledge on how to treat women or not. But most women would want their guy to put their arms around their waist, pick them up off the table and put them down. But most women that I know would
yeah, if a guy picks you up like that as well, it's quite sexy that it's just manly that he can just handle you like that.
Yeah. Didn't seem like she had much of a problem with it.
Well, she did look a bit taken aback, I'll be honest.
She didn't look taken aback by it to me. Or maybe she was like...
But she probably loves the attention, do you know what I mean? Also, knowing that your man cares as well, in that sense of, I don't know, it does give a little hint of jealousy, like I don't want other men looking at you.
Yeah.
And I like it because it shows that he cares.
Yeah.
It shows an element of care. And I don't think it's coming from a bad place. I don't think it's coming from a controlling place. It's just simply, I'm a man. I know how men think. The way you're sitting right now is not on. I'm here. Show some respect. I don't like these other men looking at you. And I'm just going to pick you up and put you down. And he was smiling.
Yeah, he wasn't angry.
He wasn't being nasty about it.
He didn't come over and start wagging his finger.
Yeah. Do you remember I had my situation I spoke about on here before where the guy was literally like, stand up now. All the guys gonna look at you. Like, he was so rude about it.
Yeah.
This guy was just, you know.
Now, in that situation, yes, let's repaint it, right? That guy was really rude to you. You were just kind of, you weren't even bending over. You were just leaning over a fence.
And I was in a baggy tracksuit.
And you were in a baggy tracksuit. You weren't doing what she was doing. But he came over and he was really aggressive. Let's say he came over and he was like, babe, you've got a really nice bum. You're kind of standing in a bit of a mad position right now. Yeah.
That's cool. But he's done it to me more than once. And the way he was doing it was, well, not the way he was doing it. It was controlling the way he was doing it. And I know this because of the way he treated me about a lot of other stuff outside of how I stand. So for me, it was more so just him being controlling and wanting to control me, and not so much coming from a place of care and, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think there's a way to do, you can have the same situation and two different routes and you'll get two different outcomes. I think if you come over and like you flatter your girl or you manhandle her the way he did, and you do it in like a polite way, your girl's going to be like, oh, okay, cool, no problem. But if he came over and was like, get your ass off the table, what the fuck are you doing? She probably would have been mad.
Sit down now where the guys are staring at your ass.
Yeah.
That fuck you embarrassing me for.
Yeah, there's ways. Anyway, let this feminist talk, man. Let's see what bullshit she has to say.
And there are a lot of people in the comments saying that that is attractive behavior, which kind of shows just how much work we need to do in regards to how women's bodies are seen out in public. Why does he manhandle the woman so that she hides herself instead of going up to these men and saying, hey, that's my wife you're staring at?
No, pause it. This guy is a fucking loser. Why would you walk up to the men who are likely single staring at the woman? Your woman, she's his wife.
Yeah.
It is your responsibility to act in a way that honors your man. It's not up to him to go punch every man on the road that's looking at his wife.
Why is he going to put her in harm's way by going up to someone, potentially getting into a fight and anything can happen and she's left there vulnerable? Or because she wanted to sit in that position when he could easily just say, sit properly. Yeah. You know what I mean? Men are going to look at your woman, especially if you're with a good-looking woman, and there's nothing you can do about that. You don't need to go up to men for looking as well. They're not doing anything wrong. They're not coming up to her and talking to her. They're not touching her. I believe people can look. As long as you don't touch, look away. Do you know what I mean?
As the old saying goes, you can look at the menu, just don't order the food.
Yeah. And So whether she was sitting like that or not, she probably would have still been getting looked at. You know, she did have a low cut top on. But if she's in a position like that, that's going to encourage and entice people to look more, and you're standing there right there and it's making you feel uncomfortable, there's nothing wrong with getting her to sit right and not approaching these men that are staring, which is going to be a natural thing to do when a girl's got her back arched like that.
Yeah, I think it's just like show respect to your partner. Same way I would say to a guy when you're out, act in a way that people will show your girlfriend respect. You know, if you are out messing with other girls and everybody's seeing it and then they see your girl, they're going to treat her like a fool because you treat her like a fool, right? So when a girl's out, carry yourself with a level of modesty and dignity if you have a partner, and just like show them respect as well. It's not on the man to go around punching every guy that looks at his woman. If you've got a beautiful wife, people are going to look.
Yeah.
That's it. You, rather than dealing with all of the outside attention, deal with what's at home. It's not saying to her, oh, you can't dress you can't dress to look sexy or whatever. Obviously, there's within reason. But if you've got your whole bum over the table and there's bare guys looking, what makes more sense? Hey, babe, there's like bare guys looking at your bum right now, or just picking them up, or walking up to the guy and don't look at my wife. Don't look at my wife. Are you a fucking idiot or something?
It makes you look kind of crazy and psycho if you do that as well.
I understand if you're a man, you don't want to do this. Dishonorable men that stare at women are also going to lie about staring at women. So here's what I do. If I'm out and I see a man staring at my girlfriend for a prolonged period of time, I move my seat and I stare right back at him. If I'm not talking to my girlfriend or interacting with my girlfriend, I am only looking right at him. It turns out men who like to stare don't like to be stared at. The man who thinks staring is okay are your problem, not the woman you love.
Yeah, mate. Come down to Peckham or something and start staring in people's faces and watch what happens.
Like, just enjoy your day out with your girl. Like, you don't need to be focusing more on other people around you who don't matter than just enjoying your date with her.
Yeah, look, if a man comes up and slaps your wife's ass, obviously you got to take action. But men are going to stare. If you've got an attractive wife, if you've got an attractive whatever, men are going to stare, right? So rather than this guy's idiotic advice is to move your chair and start staring at the other man. Now, in certain areas, you might get away with that. I know maybe if I go up to a countryside area and I start staring people out and they hear my accent, maybe they'll think, oh, he's a Londoner. People around here don't look like me. Maybe I shouldn't stare back. Do you think I'm dumb enough to be walking around London areas and just start staring guys out? If I took his advice, I would be dead. They would just stab you. I'd be like, what are you looking at, bro? People around here don't play that bullshit. So rather than putting your girlfriend in danger, your wife and yourself, potentially leaving kids behind because you want to stare at another man, just tell your wife, yo, can you move with a bit more modesty? Or do as he did, like a man would, pick her up, put her down, and keep it moving. He didn't raise his voice. He wasn't rude to her. He even smiled. And she smiled at him. She knew what time it was. Don't listen to feminists like this. They'll just get you killed. Especially if you live in an area like this. You won't make it home. I guarantee you. You'll be dead on that bus.
So I'm going to read you some of the comments that people are saying. So this is from a guy. So many going nuts over this ... She was oblivious that a few eyes were looking at her goods and the husband ruined their fun.
Yeah, I think
whose side is he on there?
I think he's on the husband's side. Like, she didn't know guys were looking at her. She was arched over the table. The guy came and corrected it. Stopped the guys staring at her. That's it. It's over.
Right. Why is everyone freaking out in the comments? I think this is normal husband behaviour.
Correct.
He should have called out the guy staring instead.
Is that a woman saying that?
Yeah.
Of course,
well,
you live in La La Land.
It looks a bit... Yeah, that's... Well,
you got to check these days, right?
That looks a bit...
I don't know, man.
Don't know either.
Looking a bit like Ron Weasley.
All y'all saying he should have confronted the dudes are wild. Why start an unnecessary fight when you can end it like this and continue with your day? Not to mention if the dude did start a fight over it.
Yeah.
Amen.
Do you know what? Yeah, a lot of women that say that, I don't think you understand the level of violence that two men can conjure up very quickly. So people can die. Getting into fights on the road is very serious business. You know, if someone punches you like just around here where your temple is, they can kill you. You can die like that. I watched a video not too long ago where this guy, is some stupid prank. He came up from behind and punched the guy on the side of his head, and the guy fell on the floor and he died. Now, he thought it was a dumb prank, but getting into street fights and doing dumb shit like that is not a good idea. And I can guarantee you, if you start staring out guys, stare out 10 guys, Guarantee you, 6 of them are going to take serious issue with it.
Look at this comment. Funny you say that. People don't realise how quickly a scene can get out of hand. He confronts and they beat his ass, or worse, loses his life. Sometimes you pick your battles.
Yeah, do you know what the problem is? And I'm sorry to like direct this at women, because it's not I don't really think men are going to say dumb shit like this, because we are the ones that deal with this. We're not Jack Reacher, okay? We're not walking around here like Stone Cold Steve Austin, stunnering everybody. Not everybody is built like Brock Lesnar. I don't particularly want to be getting in fights with random guys. One, not just because they could actually physically beat the shit out of me, but two, because when you're on the street, you pick up a brick, they could have a knife in them, they could have a gun, they could get in their car and chase you down and run you over, they could call their boys over you staring at them. Women don't deal with these sort of things. What women deal with is different. The same way I say to women, might not be a good idea to walk around at night for separate reasons, right? It's not a good idea for a guy to be staring guys up. Because you don't deal with male violence the way that we do, not to say there's obviously women get fucked up by men for different reasons, but if you're out in a pub staring at a man, you fuck around, you'll find out real quick.
Women, sit how the F you want. If people are staring, they are the ones who need telling.
No, you don't sit how the fuck you want. You're married. Show some respect.
So embarrassing. I'm sorry that happened. You deserve better.
Oh, fuck off.
Fuck.
Single 9 cats Weetabix.
Not me thinking this is cute. Comment section did not pass the vibe check. America is a movie for real. People being natural versus all the feminist independent people ranting on the comment section. I actually love this. That one person arguing with everyone who said this is cute. Shut the fuck up, please, and move on. Some women like this. These women thinking he's the problem are the problem.
Facts.
Literally don't know why you're bugging. I'd love this. A lot of single women commenting.
Yep.
I'm not sure why everyone is so pressed about this. I would have thought it was funny. Why is everyone saying red flag? They're both laughing about it. Plus, the way she was sitting could have got her hurt. Not a red flag, it's love.
Yeah. The people commenting, they fall into a couple categories. They're either single, they've never been in a fight in their life, or they have a problem with men. What is one of them? You're either single and you don't understand how to be in a relationship, you've had bad experiences with men, so you're commenting for the sake of it, and you've never been in a fight before. Trust me, it's not fun getting in street fights. It's not about being big and tough. Street fights are extremely unpredictable. I've been in my fair share of street fights, unfortunately, and if you look very closely at my face, you can see marks on it. It's not fun getting into fights, even if you know how to fight. And I've done martial arts, I go to the gym. I'll tell you right now, if my options are fight and run away, I will run away. You run away every single time. You don't stand there and engage people. Anybody that understands, anybody that's done martial arts as well will tell you, if the option is to fight or run away, you run away. You do not stand there and fight. Now, obviously, if you've got people around you, you need to defend them. Obviously, you can't run and leave them there. But if you're out on the streets and a guy approaches you, or if you're staring at a guy, maybe you accidentally stare at him. Sometimes you stare at people for too long, you don't even realize. And they approach you, and you can see an exit. I will never advise a man stand there and fight him. And the people that do have never had physical altercations before. And if they call you a pussy, they're an idiot. Do not even bother engaging them. They're either below the age of 18 or a woman. No offense. Getting into street fights with guys is not fun. It's not fun at all. Look at my face. Can you see the marks on my face? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not nice. It's not nice. Don't listen to people that say this. The toughest guys in the world will tell you, turn the other cheek. Don't get into fights with people. It's not worth it. Now, if you have to fight them, obviously, do what you got to do. But I would never advise men to stand there and fight with each other, because you could lose your life like that. Now, why were you smiling when I said run away? I could see you on the camera. Why are you smiling?
I'm not saying nothing.
No, I want you to say.
I'm just listening to what you're saying.
Why did you smile?
I'm just listening to what you're saying.
I know you're listening, but you smiled for a reason.
I'm just smiling.
Why?
Because I enjoy listening to you speak.
Does it bring you joy?
Yes, so
And
much.
when I said men should run away if there's an altercation, why did you smile?
Because I'm just enjoying listening to you speak.
Tell us what you really think.
I'm just so happy to be here right now.
You're winding me up.
I have nothing to
Do you
say.
think guys should stand there and fight? Be honest. Okay, can I ask you another question? Have you ever been in a fight before? A proper physical fight?
I've defended people in fights before, but I've never had a Actual one-on-one, no.
So you've never been on the road and like someone's just started on you
But-
and a fight's kicked off?
No, that hasn't happened to me, but I think if I was in that situation, I wouldn't run away, no.
You wouldn't run away if you had the
No.
option.
No.
You'd stand there and fight.
Yeah.
Okay, can I be
Stand on
blunt with you?
business.
You ain't gonna stand on shit.
I wouldn't run away.
Can I be blunt with you?
I'm not the sort of person to run away.
Listen, okay. One
I
thing
can understand it's scary. Sorry to cut you off. I can understand it's scary. And I can understand it's not worth it. It's not worth your life. At the same time, I'm just not the sort of person that would run away from anything.
You say that until you actually get into a physical altercation.
Maybe.
I'm telling you, when someone starts on you on the road for no reason,
Yeah.
even
Yeah, you don't know what they've got on them.
yeah, like you. I mean, when you came to Mash, you saw that I have martial arts certificates. I go to the gym regularly. I did jiu-jitsu up until recently. Everybody in that jiu-jitsu class would tell you, do not engage people on the streets. It's not a good idea.
Yeah.
You can die like that. And the thing is that you
course.
might I might get someone in like a rear naked choke or something. Then their friend comes up behind me, brick. That's it, I'm dead. Or because even though I could see an exit to my car, I could run, get to my car now. No one gets hurt. I don't accidentally kill them. They don't accidentally kill me. But if someone approaches you, you're saying, I'll stand there. Even if I see an exit, I'll stand there. Even though you could be killed.
That's how it's meant to be. That's how
That's
it's
not,
meant
but
to be.
it's not. It's because you made a bad choice. You've not been in a physical altercation, right?
Correct.
So you don't understand the ramifications that could occur in a few seconds. So that's why you're saying stand there. But
No, it's not. It's not that I'm saying like you should stand there or you have to stand there. But I just think the sort of person I am, regardless of what can happen to me, I could get fucked up, whatever. I could die, whatever. But I'm just not the sort of person to run away.
so you'll put up fists.
Yeah, I'll give it my best shot. Whatever happens, happens. Yeah, you could say it's a silly decision, but I'm just not a runawayer. I just couldn't do it.
Okay, well, I don't believe you. The only reason I don't believe you is because you haven't been in the situation. I think when you're in that situation
Yeah.
and you can see an exit, you could be like, I could be in my bed
Yeah, but
tonight,
I've-
or I could be in the ER.
Okay, but I've been in situations where I haven't backed down from things that could go left. Do you know what I mean?
Verbal things.
Verbal and physical.
Okay, so let's ramp it up a little bit. Let's say they pull out a knife and you can see an exit.
If there's a knife, I'll run. Of
Okay.
course, because
Alright.
I'm not going to get stabbed. But
Right,
if
let
it's
me
just
let me
physical,
dial it back a little bit then. Let's say it's a guy. He's 6 foot.
if it's a guy, I'm going to run. If it's a girl, I'm not running.
Let's say it's a very big girl. Let's say she's known in the area. She fights guys. Big tough girl. Maybe she even knows martial arts. You know that she's going to fuck you up.
Yeah.
And you see an exit. Maybe she's a bit overweight. She can't move that quickly. And you can see your car. You're gonna stand there and fight her.
Probably not.
There's been a situation. I think I told you about. I was with my sister-in-law, and those girls started on me. They wanted to fight, and my sister-in-law wanted to fight them. Obviously, I didn't want to fight. I said, "Let's go. If we have to run, let's run." Now, to everybody listening, it's like, "Oh, Michael ran away from girls." I'm not running away from the girls because I'm scared of them. There's a couple of reasons why. One, if we get into a fight, I could kill one of them quite easily because they weren't very big. Two, I could be fighting them, and their brother sees me from across the road, and I don't see him, and he's got a pipe on him. Right, he's got a knife. He stabs me in the battle, stabs my sister-in-law. Three, I beat them all up and the police arrest me. All of the situations are bad. Nothing good comes from them. So running away on the street is always the option people should go for. It's never the one that they... Now, if you're in a situation where you can't run, then yeah, give it your best shot, knock them out and exit. But then you see some of these street videos where you've knocked them on the floor now, they're incapacitated and they kick them in the head. These people have no respect. That's why I always advocate for people to go to do martial arts. So when you take on a martial art, they teach you how to respect the human body and to not just go around throwing your weight around. Actually, I need to take you jiu-jitsu. You're talking
I
crazy.
don't need to do anything.
I think jiu-jitsu would be good for you.
No, I don't want to.
No?
No,
It would be fun.
no, absolutely not.
But just picture this. One day, Jem's talking shit to you. He's like, "What are you gonna do, Sab?" Taps you on the shoulder. What are you gonna do?
Nothing. I'm not going to do anything.
What are you gonna do, fam?
I'm too calm and chill for all that shit. Shit doesn't wind me up.
He's okay. Let's say you're having a bad day.
Yeah, things don't bother me.
Things do bother you. I've seen you bothered before. Let's say you're having a bad day and someone's winding you up.
I don't like your attitude right now.
Everyone gets bothered, Sam.
I don't
Everybody.
like your attitude right now.
Is it bothering you?
I'm groovy, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's my advice anyway, guys. If you see a girl bending over the table, do exactly what that guy did, and do not engage people. Don't listen to that fucking feminist telling you to stare at guys. That's the advice of somebody that lives in a gated community that doesn't have to deal with any danger, doesn't come from a crime-driven area. If you live in areas like this or rougher areas in London and you're staring guys out because your girlfriend was bent over, your girlfriend is going to go home and you're going to go meet Jesus.